All right, man, this is it. This is it. Tomorrow is the big day. We have the CPI data coming out tomorrow. This is the inflation report. So I'm going to quickly talk about what the market is expecting and look at the technicals as well and see where this thing could be taking us. Now, before I get started, smash that like and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you on for future videos. I go live every week. And if you're interested in joining our private Discord, check out that link down below in the description. Let's check it out here. So Thursday, October 13th, CPI data coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Now, last time this came in pretty hot, okay? Last time we had this, it came in actually hotter than we expected, and it was not a good move from the market. So we're a little curious here as to see what will happen. Last time we came in at 8.3%, the market was expecting 8.1 last time, okay? Now this time we're actually expecting 8.1 again. So 8.1% is the magic number. If it lands anywhere between 8 and 8.2 or less than all three of these numbers, we're going to be sitting really, really good. If it comes in at current or higher, we're going to be in some deep trouble here. So we had a few things happen today. We had the FOMC minutes come out today. So essentially the Federal Reserve came out and they said, hey, we're going to stay hawkish. We're going to stay aggressive on hiking interest rates, which is good because it shows that, you know, they're monitoring this inflation situation. They're willing to do whatever it takes. Now it is getting to a point where they're almost rate hiking too much. So they need to start calming down a little bit. But if they start to see signs that inflation is truly downtrending, this will greatly help market sentiment as a whole. And the Fed can start stepping off the gas a little bit here. This is also important because we will see that next rate hike come up very shortly here, starting in November. So we need to keep our eyes on inflation for tomorrow. This is big. Now you're starting to see a lot of articles come out of some signs of optimism that inflation's actually going to be a lot lower. It makes sense. Over the summertime, we had a lot of spending. That's why the last report came in hotter than we thought. I think a lot of people overlooked that. This one that's coming out tomorrow should come in lower because we're transitioning into the fall. There's less consumer spending, less traveling, less leisure, all that good stuff. Now foods and all that good stuff, we're still spending a lot of money on that, right? That's kind of what bumped up the inflation report last time. A lot of people are still purchasing food, all that good stuff. But I expect this to come in lower personally. I'm pretty excited about it. And you're seeing this even translate into crypto. Crypto prices are higher ahead of key inflation data. Bitcoin holds at 19,000 now. There's a lot more to this. Cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in itself have been holding in this range for quite some time. But again, you're seeing more and more optimism with articles coming out throughout the day. There's some optimism on tomorrow. Everything is lining up for this, and we could start to see this short-term rally that might carry us through at least the next few weeks here. We'll see what happens. One day at a time. So with that, what I'm going to do next is jump over to the charts. We're going to do a technical analysis on the S&P 500, and we're also going to look at the volatility index. There's some good signals in here that are pointing to signs that we could perhaps see a rally soon. Let's carry over to that. So the first thing I want to look at here is the volatility index, also known as the VIX. This is significant. Now the VIX, when this thing goes up, the market goes down. They're opposite. One observation I've made is every single time the VIX has gotten into this range of about 33 to let's say $36, kind of that low to mid $30 range, it has pulled back every single time. This is significant. As we approach that, is that perhaps another symptom as to why we could see a nice rally here in the very short term? Now, quick disclosure, this is the VIX. You're not really supposed to conduct technical analyses on it, but you can see it is following suit in this aspect. We're just looking at patterns. This is an observation. Keep that in mind. The next thing I want to do is look at the S&P 500 here. Now, same with the VIX, we're looking at this on a daily time frame. So this is kind of the larger scope. Now, taking a look at this, we keep testing the lows of the year, and we keep making new lows as well. We made 2 new lows in essentially the last week here. So we're really testing that significant floor, which carries way over here. There's a couple things I want to note here, just fundamentally. Okay, guys, we are extremely getting oversold relative to the current downtrend we're in. We're oversold, right? If I'm talking in aspects of like this little trend right here, we are very oversold. We've been overselling nonstop for weeks on end now. So there's bound to be a little bit of recovery, or at least relief, right? Relief is the appropriate word. I hear the word rally a lot, and when I think of rally, I'm thinking, you know, this thing's going way up here. We're going to clear this high here. I don't think that's the case, but I would not be surprised if we do see relief. That makes a lot more sense. Just supply and demand. Stocks are very cheap right now. The sellers want to cover. They're going to take some profits. There's a lot of things to factor into here, so it makes sense. Plus, you're trading in that demand zone, right? This key support level, so it makes sense why we could see a bounce here. I think there's a good chance that a lot of factors are in our favor here. Now, we need to be ready for both situations here. Let's be realistic about this. 2 things could happen tomorrow. We come in with inflation as expected or lower. That'd be phenomenal. We come in at anywhere between 8 to 8.2%. Anything less than 8.3%, that's what we want to see. So we see that come in lower, that will help as a nice driving force. All right, and then the flip side of that, which is pretty obvious, if inflation comes in stagnant, if it comes in at 8.3% or greater, things are looking pretty damn bad. We are in, doomsday. You might as well follow up with the news nuke from Russia. It is not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. That is extremely scary, but it's possible. So be ready for it, guys. The way I like to approach the stock market is, you know, you want to be forecasting, right? You want to try to have predictability in your plays, but try not to be overly optimistic. Just try to be realistic. If anything, I'd be more pessimistic just because of the fact that we've been downtrending this entire year. So keep that in mind, guys. I hope things turn out well tomorrow. And if you want to follow along with us and follow some trade signals when it comes to trading the S&P 500 or SPY or some options contracts or penny stocks, check the link down below in our description, guys. I would love to have you in our private Discord. It is a great time. We have expert analysts in there, multiple analysts, and multiple trade signals throughout the day. I got you covered. On top of that, guys, at the very least, at least smash that like, man. That's easy. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe as well and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss another video. With that, guys, let's see what comes out. I'll catch you tomorrow.